told me not to smoke drugs, but I wouldn't listen. Never thought I'd get caught and wind up in prison. Chalk it up to youth, but young age I ain't dissing. I guess I just had to get it out of my system, out of my system, out of my system.
All right, welcome to another episode of Uncarcerated, the show where we platform formerly and sometimes currently incarcerated people in their own words and the change makers working to shift the system and the narrative. I'm Lee Scott.
I'm Kevin Scott, no relation.
No relation.
I'm Julius Irving.
Julius booked us a guest today. Super excited. I was thinking back to the last 4 years we've been doing this show, and I have not done a show yet where I didn't know somebody before in some way, whether they were on my caseload or I did time with them or we were friends. So this is the first time I've going in blind. So I'm going to let Julius set up our guest for today.
Okay, super cool. We're inviting Ariel Hargrove.
What's up?
Yo, he's an artist, father, so many different talents. I'll let him tell his own story.
Hello, what's up, y'all?
Yeah, glad you're here.
Yes, sir.
I guess my first question is, tell us about yourself. Where are you from? Did you grow up here? Just give us, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I get that a lot, man. I grew up in Los Angeles. I'm from Watts, probably the worst area of that area. They call it the hub and the dub. If you know, you know. But I grew up there, never fit in. I'm light-skinned. I started speaking Spanish early. My parents didn't teach me. I was a babysitter a lot, so they were Spanish. So spoke Spanish until I was 5 and then moved to a predominantly black area that was like, we call it the bottoms. And that's how I learned how to fight. I learned how to, mix in with different crowds and things like that because I just didn't fit in. I just kind of did what I wanted to do. And if you like what I did, then we were friends. I didn't really conform to a lot of other people because you never know. The people around there, they want you around for their reasons, especially where I'm from. Like, oh, how can we use this kid for this little thing over here? He's so naive to certain things. He's so loving and caring. We're not like this kid. Like, why is he like that? And he grew up same place we grew up in. Like, you don't see what's going on around here. Like, why is he happy, smiling, learning things, like developing for what? Like, he don't know, like, the end of the road is right there, literally. We're in the bottoms. Like, there is no getting out of here. And if you do get out, one of us going to take you out, if you don't take us with you. So I grew up with a military household. My father's military. He's a twin. I don't know how you call it. He just has, like, a way of going about things, like teaching you things, hands-on, let's say it that way. So I learned martial arts the hard way, like a stunt double on a Bruce Lee video.
Just throwing you around?
Tossing me up, beating me up, since I was like 5.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely got some hands. And tough skin. Growing up in that area, there's not a lot of opportunities, but because I showed a lot of prowess when it comes to athleticism. My dad is also can jump out the building. He's 5'11", jumps 50-inch vertical. Was a D1 athlete and all that other stuff. 4 different black belts, 4 different categories, military. When did he leave? Desert Storm is when he left the military.
Sounds terrifying.
Dad is superhero.
Superhero, like David Goggins.
Yeah, kinda.
Actually, can we get your dad on as a guest? Let's just.
Yeah, I get him up there. He's kind of wild, but yeah, he shaped me. Like, I'm just like him, but not like him. Like, I still care for other people. I care about the world in a sense of, like, it's not just about me. I'm not in the dark, like, towards everybody. Like, oh, no, you guys hurt me my whole life, so forget everybody and I'm going to do this. So I haven't got there yet. Hopefully it never will. That little girl I got over there is keeping me in balance, but
compassion fatigue is not set in.
All right. But yeah, athlete, was going to go pro in soccer. They decided to not allow me to leave at 14. Turned around and refocused back into sports on basketball. Didn't play my senior year. Still went D1 at ASU. Didn't like what they had going on. Left out of there. Got signed as a music artist. Doing. I didn't want the light, so I was doing ghostwriting for artists and trying to make the money or whatever. Didn't like that situation. It's kind of. If you get involved with them, they're not really following the good spirit.
Yeah, the music business is sleazy.
Yeah. especially the people I was dealing with. Yeah, they showed that side 100%. Like, this is what you got to do, and it's like, no, I don't. A kind of functional, dysfunctional life made me kind of like a solid person, I would say. I have my quirks about me, I have my issues or whatever, but it's just like made me a strong person and like a very family oriented. But it's not like my relatives; it's the family I create.
Yeah.
And I'm very tight with the people I care about, like, because of what I came through. So when I say I'm gonna do something for you or I stand for you, it's 100% till I die.
If you can kind of lead us up to your impact with the justice system.
I got here. I had my daughter. I needed a different support group. You know, her mother has 15 brothers and sisters, as well as 15, 20 aunts and uncles, and immediately right there. And I'm not from Arizona, so I'm like indoctrinated in this big, huge family, and they're all Crips, 100%. They like run the whole Lindo Crip family down there. They started it pretty much, so it's from her grandparents all the way down. They're all gangbang. Having me come from that same type of lifestyle, same type of environment, and still have like an outlook, it shape-shifted a lot of things. Almost like they wanted to follow me, but they just was their ego, their pride, something there was blocking it and making me look like I was there to cause issues rather than fix things. So not only my own issues and my own people I got to deal with, I got now family that I'm inviting in, that I'm related to now because of my child, that's against me as well, because who are you to be the good guy? You know, who are you to, like, come on, man. But also they feared me because of my background, because I stood in the paint with them people. They're like, dang, like albino gator, like this dude really, he's really out there. Like, man, like he don't look like he'll do that, but yeah, all right, play with me. You will see. Like, I'm not the one that has to be tough bravado all the time, and I'm happy. I'm having a great time, see the good in everything. So coming out here was to switch it up, was to get my family around me, like my relatives, my mom and them, see what kind of support they would provide me, get away from that situation for a little bit, get my daughter to see her other side of the family, and just regroup. Didn't necessarily work out that way, but at the end of the day, I got here and I started to create my own network. I have a lot of people that look up to me. A lot of them died while I was here. I started going into like relapsing. I wasn't necessarily a drug user. I smoked a lot of weed my whole life. Like since I was like 6, 7 years old, I've been smoking weed. Like when my brothers, like who I claim as my brothers, started getting killed, murdered. Now, none of them just died. All of them were murdered. So, and I just recently lost my little brother right before this situation happened. So I started to crash out. I started to get into cocaine and smoking and drinking and just not caring. Like I was literally looking to get cop suicide.
That's
putting myself in
basically what I was doing.
I would put myself in every situation that I will not make it out of.
Yeah.
And I was making it out of it. And I'm like, so am I a superhero? Like, what the hell's going on? Why am I not going? So I beat up police. I start shit. Seriously. I started to see that I was driving into just a brick wall. I wasn't crying for help or nothing. It was just people were kind of seeing that brick wall and allowing me to go to it. Like, yeah, go ahead, crash, man. Like, whatever. We don't, like, but they were acting like they care. But when I really saw through it, go ahead. We don't care if he crashes. He's useful up to this point. Once he goes there, whatever. We're going to discard him anyway. So I started to pray to God, like, hey, get me away from these naysayers. Get me away from these people that don't want to see me like positive at the end of the day. The people that ulterior motives and all that, get them away from me. God works how he works. So I'm doing something totally different, but my mind's not right. I'm not grieving right with my brother. I'm over toting up, doing whatever. I'm sitting, and I just had this feeling like, man, something's got to change. It has to, like, he's got to show up for me.
Yeah.
You know, I've been through so much, so it's got to turn around. It's got to, and I'm going for it. Whatever happens, I'm going for it, and I'm taking it as this is him doing his thing. So I'm sitting there in front of a store. I just got my hair done. I'm actually with my hairdresser, just hanging out. And I did not want to go out. Was against it the whole time. I was like, I'm just getting my hair done and I'm going to go. They're like, man, just have a drink with us. And then once you have a couple drinks, then you just take off. And I'm like, all right, man, I really don't feel it. I'm not feeling it, but, you know, whatever. Let's, you know, once I do this, and then we'll go straight. So I'm sitting in front of the liquor store, see a car creep up, not paying too much attention, but I'm on it, you know. This is how I grew up. Like, I'm not going to look at you, but I know it's coming. So I see the dude moving shifty, kind of look again, Muzzle comes up, starts flashing. Pom, 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 pom. I'm like, well, I'm already in the driver's seat. Take off. Slide out of the not the gas station, but the liquor store area. Get up the road. The car lights are right behind me. They're following me through red lights and everything. So I'm booking it. We don't snitch. If you're smart, you're on camera doing whatever dirt you're doing, right? And you're making sure, like, we practice, like John Wick. Me and my guys, we practice shooting, we practice scenarios, we practice a lot of shit. Whatever, you know, a lot of people do that, and rednecks, they say, and all that, they do that or whatever, but they don't see us doing it, like, too much, but we do. We're militant. I come from a militant background. You don't carry the thing if you don't know how to use it. So I know how to use my weapon, but I know how to use my mind first. You know, I use my martial arts background, being able to calm down in situations that are high risk and be able to focus and make the right decisions. So this time I had a gun on me, one in the chamber, ready to go. I could have just upped and shot back. I don't know who else is outside. I'm not reckless like them. I have no issue with anybody. So for me to shoot back, I have to shoot the target. I have to shoot who's shooting at me. So it wasn't clear enough. So instead, I took off. I'm getting up the road, car's on me. I'm like, dang, where's the camera? Where's the camera? McDonald's is closed. Keep going. Next camera I can think of, police station. If I pull up at the police station, they're still hot on me. They get to shooting, free kill. End of story. Either I go or they go. I'm gonna do it on camera because I'm not gonna talk to the police. You go look at your camera. I'll sit right here, break my gun down, wait for you guys to do what you gotta do, pick up the bodies, whatever. When you research that camera, that's the voice. I have nothing to say. I'll sit there 2 years, 3 years, 4 years in jail. I don't care. That's the mindset I have. I don't care because I'm good with God. Like, my spirit is good. Regardless, my intentions have always been good on whatever I have done. I made my mistakes and I repented for them a long time ago. So this situation, and mind you, I've been in situations where I bust back and I've done it all. This was like, no, it's not. Just don't do that. Like, just whatever comes from this is what's supposed to happen. First initiative, take off, preserve life there of people you don't know. Get them secluded. Get them away from whoever that is. If I'm the target, be the target. Come over here. So I took them away, took them to the police station, got out of my car, and mind you, that the lights were on me for a second, moved a couple little maneuvers or whatever, didn't see the lights for a second, then they came back on me. That was the switch up. The person that was following me, that shot at me, disappeared. The police are now following me. No lights, no sirens, nothing. Park the car, get out. I start walking towards the police station. That's when they pull up on me, pull guns on me.
This was the universe.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, well, thanks God. Like, what's gonna happen from here? Do I die right here because I got a gun on me in my hand, like chamber?
At the police station.
Right.
In front of the police station. In front of the police station.
260 pounds, 6'5". Just for context, he just sped into a police station, being followed by another car that was shooting after the shooting. He jumped out, 6'5", 260 pounds, with a gun on his waist at his police station. Was it day or night?
It was
midday.
Almost 8 to 9 p.m. No,
so
about 9 p.m.
So it's dark outside too.
Yeah,
It's a perfect scenario.
yeah.
This could only end well.
Yeah.
Right.
Wouldn't change a thing.
So I'm like, damn.
That's crazy.
So I put the gun back in my holster, put my hands up real fast. I was in fear of my life. I don't know what you guys were. You guys responding to the shots fired? They were like, shots fired? What are you talking about? You're speeding like a bat out of hell. I said, well, why you didn't turn your lights on? As that's happening, they're accosting me, put me in handcuffs and stuff. Like, we're gonna talk before I just give up like my hands now. So they're struggling with me. 2 guys struggling with me to put my hands behind my back, and I'm just standing there. So they're like, put your hands behind. You're gonna arrest me for speeding? I wasn't even going that fast. I'm in a Kia Sorento. It doesn't go that fast.
What did you end up being charged with?
Got in my pockets after they, I told them you shouldn't be going in my pockets. I did the don't go in my pockets. I don't consent. Get the gun off. Having a gun, they just forget the rules. You're supposed to check the gun, check the serial number, check and see if it's even legal, if I'm even available to have a gun. I've never been in trouble after all the shit I've done. I've never been in legal trouble. With the police. I don't have a record. I didn't have any felonies here or anywhere. Not even tickets, speeding tickets, nothing. They get the gun off me, it turns into something bigger. They start pulling stuff off, my stuff out of my pockets. They go take my keys out, go back to the car and unlock it. I was like, that's not lawful. I wasn't even in the vehicle. They go unlock it, they go through the car, they don't find nothing. They go research me again, and they find bags on me. And then they try to say I'm El Chapo all of a sudden. I'm like, bro, that's
Yeah.
that's only enough for me, like, honestly. And I just started for real. I don't really know what I'm doing. So the guy bagged it up like that for me, like, whatever. Well, you got guns and you got drugs. You're protecting the drugs with the guns, speeding, whatever, blah blah blah. But I'm like, but there's no context there.
Yeah.
I'm just speeding with guns and drugs.
Right.
For what? So I said, you guys should do your research and make sure you know that I was running for a reason. They were shooting at me. If that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here.
Right.
And you wouldn't be able to go to the extent you're going. So I got charged with having the weapon, but the way they charged me, it was like a secondary. First thing was the drugs, and their probable cause was the speeding, is what they say.
Yeah.
But they never lit me up. I'm not on anybody's dash cam. I'm just in a parking lot with a gun, drugs, and they spun the whole story themselves. So they were trying to tell me, I think within 48 hours, like, hey, just tell us who you get the drugs from and this and that. And I said, well, what pocket did you get it out of? And they were like, what does that matter? I said, it matters. Which pocket did you get out of, the right side or the left side? And they were like, we got it out of your left pocket. I said, oh, I got it from the bear. That's the bear side, so that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
If you don't know, I got a tattoo of a California bear on my arm. So, and then I said, I manufacture it. I said, you heard of the dark web? I buy the stuff off the dark web and I make it at home.
Yeah.
And I said, I grow the weed and I smoke weed all day, and I do coke in the daytime, and I smoke weed at night to go to sleep. So that's your story. And I was like, that's how I got it.
Yeah.
I'm from California. I know how to grow it, and I got it. And I grow it myself. And the coke I leaves you can get off the internet, and all the other shit you can get at fucking Home Depot. I've made it right now at my house, and I don't know how strong it is, so I bag it up like that, and that's how I do it.
Can I say something real quick? I met Ariel when he was incarcerated. Whenever he got arrested and came to jail, and I met him during that incarceration period, and I totally believe, after knowing him, that he said exactly that to the police officer. But the shut up a dog.
I want the videotape. It's on video.
I believe that.
I'm telling you,
Every word.
detective turned that shit off. Man, hey, man. he was like, go on this phone and show me something. I said, what do you want to see? Some pussy or something? Like, what do you mean? Like, you don't pay that bill?
Yeah.
I'm not showing you shit. What does my phone have to do with shooting? People shooting at me. What does that have to do with anything? I said, this is fruit of the poisonous tree. I said it that day. This is fruit from the poisonous tree. If I didn't get shot at, there would be no drugs or none of this stuff. So let's fall back to the original reason I'm here. Did you guys find the shooters? The next day on the news, I don't know if you saw that, like, it was October 31st, like 6 people died at the same spot I was sitting. The next day. The people came back and shot it back up.
Can I say something real quick? I just want to jump in right fast, right? If you didn't ask Ariel his life or to tell you about himself or his incarceration, you would never know these things about him. Just being around him, just meeting him, being around him, right? Because, like, seeing him in the county jail, he's always, like, got his bunk flipped up with like a 10 or 15 comic books or something like that. You know, you're only supposed to have like 2 or 3 books, but he had like 10 or 15 comic books. I was doing something over there in the corner, just chilling, laughing, because, you know, in a place like that, you never want to be thought of as soft or weak, right? So you kind of limit your smiles. Most people typically, even including me, I'm 6'4", 320 pounds, and I still don't go in there just smiling and laughing off the rip from the beginning. But he was like this all of the time. In the most serious moments, he's making jokes and laughing. When it's count time, he's like the last one in the bed, off the bunk, coming down with his shirt off still, tiptoeing down the stairs, playing and shit. You see what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, one day, I found out that this motherfucker know how to draw. You see what I'm saying? He was drawing something, right? And I was like, you mind if I check it out? Because I do tattoos out here, and I draw too a little bit. And when I saw his artwork, right, it looked as if someone had like snapped a photograph.
It's crazy.
It was like
It's crazy good.
really, really high quality artwork. And then I asked him if he could draw a picture of me, and he looked at me in my face, like, hold on, let me look at you.
Story.
Went to his bunk. He went to his bunk and came back with like a portrait style drawing, like portrait quality drawing, like in maybe like 30 minutes. And then also he drew my fiance. My fiance Jasmine came to visit me. I said, hey, do you think you can draw her as well? He came in the visitation booth, poked his head in a couple times, and then went back to his bunk and drew an actual portrait of her that looked just like her. Like, this dude is fucking fire. So like, and then something that I noticed about him, right, is that and he kind of touched on that when he was telling the story about himself. He's okay being himself. He has a strong idea as who he is and what he's about and how he's going to live his life. And whoever likes it, whoever doesn't, doesn't. But he's okay with that. And I saw him be this same version of himself in a place where it can cost you to be that version of yourself. It can really cost you to hold on to your identity and who you are in a place like that, because in incarceration, inside of county jail, prison, the thing is breaking you. Any kind of idea that you have of self, we have to break that first so we can turn you into this inmate, into what we think we want you to be. So me recognizing him and seeing that, damn, this motherfucker is like constantly, he's really being himself. Like, this is really who this dude is. You see what I'm saying? And I viewed that as like extremely strong. And you know, it's one of the things about myself that I have too, but I didn't even have it to that degree. You know, where I'm gonna be myself, but I be versions of myself. You know, but he was like one Ariel. It's not like a versions. It's just this one. You know what I'm saying? And
it's layers to it.
It's layers to it, true enough. But it's this one through version of him that you see, no matter what layers present, no matter what new layers present, right? You still see the same initial, the same authentic version of self the whole time, and I really respect that about him a lot. Another thing too, right? He's like, imagine going back in time and getting to meet Michael Jordan before Jordan knew he was going to be Jordan, in the moments when he doubted himself. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I see this great person, but I still see that he doesn't know that he's this great person yet to the fullness of that. I can see it. You see what I'm saying? It's like, damn, like, he knows he's good. He knows that, oh, I got talent. Oh, I can do this or do that. But it's like, I really see the thing, I really see it like an it factor. Therefore, I just want him to see it too and like live to that highest potential.
Yeah, I want to explore that fish out of water sort of theme that followed you from Watts to Arizona to Gainesville. This idea that, because I think all of us in the room can relate to that to some extent. I think, you know, no matter what group I was hanging out with, I could identify and had some shared interests, but I wasn't part of that group, right? Like, I'm hanging out with skateboarders, but I don't consider myself a skateboarder. You know, hanging out in this community, and I think all of us like have been our own person, and that gives you a lot of like skills to adapt and succeed, especially if you have leadership skills. But it's also really, really difficult, and especially if the circumstances that are beyond your control. In life, there's always circumstances you cannot control, especially if some of those have led to shitty situations or there's trauma involved. Being a fish out of water or going against the grain for the universe, what the universe is presenting you, can be really difficult. Can you talk about that dynamic of feeling like different, you're not fitting in? Can you talk a little bit about that presenting itself?
I think it presented itself from my house before it presented itself outside. Like, I was able to adapt more outside because of what I was struggling with in the home. I didn't fit in with my brothers, sisters, mom, dad, nobody. I was I was always the oddball. I just did things different. I spoke different. I moved different. I'm like on my own time all the time. Like, I'm not late, but I'm on my own time. Like, I'm just doing how I'm doing. So, my brother and sister are more like, they conform. You know, like, they do what they're told to do, when they're told to do, how they're told to do. I do what I'm told to do, but I'm doing it how I want to do it. You know what I mean? As long as it gets done, like, what are you crying about how I did it? I did it on one leg, so what? You know, with my arm, you know what I'm saying? Balancing something over here. Like, I still got it done, though. Like, that's how I entertain myself while I do it. Like, just because they can sit there and just get the task done beyond mundane. I can't do it that way. But it's still done, and it's actually done with more precision than them. And it's, you know, because I'm a visual person. I can see something once and just, you know, redo that for the rest of my life. So, as he was saying, seeing him and drawing pictures, I do that all the time. So, I've been drawing since I was 2. I picked it up my own. I didn't start with stick figures. I started drawing things that I could see. My parents had, for a couple years ago, they showed me drawings from when I was like 3. And they look better than most people still.
Hey, bro, let me ask you a question real quick, right? Over the years, in the process of you just like wanting to remain you, right? have you found yourself like facing consequences from like in the household, amongst your peers in society, in the process? Because I totally relate to that thing where you just want to be you, and you want to express yourself the way you want to express yourself, and in the process of somebody asking you to do something, you get it done, but they can't even focus on the fact that you got it done and with more precision. It's about the way that you did it, because I think that when you focus on that portion, that's like breaking the spirit of individuality and authentic. You know what I'm saying? Being
I've
authentic
always
self.
had people.
You know what I'm saying? To the point where you
break my spirit.
You can't even focus on the fact that it got done. It's like, no, I don't appreciate the way that you did it. You had too much fun doing it, right. because it wasn't even about getting the thing done. It was about the process, and the process
and doing what you're told.
Yeah, the process is training you. It's about the training of doing that thing. You know what I'm saying? I saw you. It's like that spirit of resilience. Like come downstairs for count time. You're gonna walk downstairs backwards. You know what I'm saying? With your shirt off. You see what I'm saying? And then when you get there, you're gonna moonwalk to the table.
If I'm walking this way, and then you all of a sudden tell me to go the other way, I'm just gonna reverse.
Yeah.
Just go like, well, waste the time to turn around. Maybe that'll slow me down. So, hey, you wanted immediate? I'm immediate. I just went backwards. I didn't even spin around. Just backwards to you. Why are you doing that? You wanted me here now. Yeah. If I turned around and took the time to acknowledge what you said, it might have took longer. So just back up. But just
I think it's something to that. Each person that has that spirit of rebellion, or just I think if we could really like focus that energy in, right? People who just naturally have that and have resisted the urge to conform and be like everybody else their whole life. I was like that,
I never wanted to be like anybody.
There was times and spaces and periods of time where you could see where I attempted to conform, or I just blended in a little bit. I still, the way that I dress, having gold teeth, some of the tattoos and all of that stuff, that was the time I was a part of a culture that, doesn't really, it's not really who I am, it's just something I was a part of, but it never was actually who I am. And one of the best things that happened for me in the midst of trying to figure it out was, fully accepting self and recognizing that, hey man, I'm cool with being me. Yeah. Actually, I fucks with me heavy, no matter who do, who don't. And I didn't have that from the beginning like you, bro. It was like I knew that I was different this whole time. And I would just be silent on the differences. You see what I'm saying? I would just sit in certain spaces. Anything I agreed with, I openly agree. Anything I disagree with, I just be silent about it, think about it, process it, chop it up in my mind 1,001 times. Understand that I may have to experience that thing I disagree with again in the process of being with this group or whatever. And so I really respect people like you. I really respect anybody with that spirit of authenticity, and that's bold enough and brave enough to be themselves in the face of society that can be different from the individual.
It's just my defense mechanism. Appreciate you saying that. Yeah. My defense mechanism is fitting in. If this is what y'all do, then I do it too. I can do anything y'all can do. Y'all can't do what I can do though. Yeah. Like when I do what I do, trust me. I've looked. Like, can you do this? No. Like, and it's hard to find people. Like, man, I want to fit in, but I don't. I'm a natural leader on my own weird stuff. So, and what I think is weird or not acceptable, like I'm finding out it is. It's just not the norm, but it's better than the norm in a sense because of my passion and like the drive I have to do these things that are just me. Like I don't have anybody in my corner that's like, you should do all the time. It's not even when I was playing sports, nothing. My parents never even showed up to a basketball game, and I'm about to change your life and pay your bills and, be on TV playing this game for a while. And, they didn't even show up.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
It's like,
what do you view, do you feel like support, like having support, having somebody to like be there for you or validate you or say, you know what, man, I see your talent. I see, is that something that you wish that you had, or is that something that you still value when you get it?
I value it. It's motivation.
For sure.
I don't wish for anything, but peace, like,
like,
I honestly, I don't have a lot of long wish lists. Remember, you asked me a couple times, and I have the same exact answer. Like, that's literally it. I don't think like that. Like, I do a lot. I tangibly can do a lot on Earth. So my wish list is very small. because I can make it happen. So it's like, and I'm a dreamer. Like I literally create things from my head and can make money off of it. Like I could just take an idea and create it, draw it, whatever, and So I don't care about money in a certain way. I don't care about structure a certain way. Like I just operate on a different timing. But
I've always been really envious of that Kevin's a great musician, and Julius can tattoo, and artist, someone that can just like occupy your own time creating something. That's not just creating something and putting it into the universe, but it's therapeutic. People are struggling measuring how much am I consuming of the universe and how much am I putting out into the universe. And if you're way out of balance, if you find yourself like just watching television, watching social media, consuming someone else's art, but you're not putting anything out into the universe, then you're way out of balance and you're going to struggle. And I don't even think people are really aware of that.
I do that a lot. I'll get into spaces to where I just don't move. Like I overthink so much that I don't do anything. You know what I mean? Like I'll have a task in front of me that I know I can probably do and like no problem, but I just can't get the focus there because I'm too focused. Like I'm thinking of it so many different angles that I can't start. Like if I start from here, it's not gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? So I just never start it sometimes. But so I have to check myself in those points to where it's like nobody's gonna come fix this for you. Like, bro, you gotta snap out of it and get something started. Start on the corner here, start over there. Wherever you start, you can start again if it doesn't look out the right way. It's not the end all be all. So it's more. I get in my own way. I get in my own head, and like I said, I don't have like references to people when I get these ideas of certain things. I don't have references of other people that have them, like to guide me. So I have to really create something for you to, okay, this is what it is, and then because like that's my sister, black and white. She doesn't have any gray area. If I tell her something exists and it doesn't just yet, she
can't see it.
She cannot,
right.
Like at all. She doesn't follow. She won't help you. Like nothing. I have to come with a physical thing. I don't care what I make it out of. She has to see it, and then, oh, okay. And she's super smart too, so she just like, oh, okay, and she'll help me figure out the other parts to it.
Yeah.
But I have to form something and hand it to her, or so I have that type of belief system, so I have to keep proving and showing it.
So does that affect you, or did it affect you any, right, not having the support or the belief in the people closest to you? Because I just know in my own personal life, right, it's like I didn't know initially. Somewhere along the line, when I early in life, when I recognized I didn't have the support that I needed, I normalized it and said it was okay. I did some kind of bullshit in my mind where I just erased the fact that I didn't have the support that I needed coming up, right? But it wasn't until as an adult I started receiving certain types of support that I recognized, damn, I needed this shit and never had it. And it made me feel so sad, and it made me look at a lot of shit that like, fuck, I wished I had this shit a long time ago. This is kind of what I guessed I needed. You know what I'm saying? I was out here like thinking I needed some fucking shoes or some shit or some other shit, but I just needed some support and love and somebody to tell me you are a fucking good artist or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, I thought it was money this whole time. But really, it was just like validation. It was just like fucking concern of somebody to like hold my hand through this process real quick. I didn't know that I needed to ask. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I recognized later that, damn, dude, you had become callous, I guess, to the fact that you need to support all this long time, and then just really getting it to the point where it wasn't going to go away. I found a support system that was going to be here, right? I found a sense of my tribe, community, family, whatever, and I recognized, like, damn, I got it, I value it, it's not going away. Let me quit trying to make it go away. I would do shit to try to push it away from me. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And then once I accepted it, I recognized that, damn, I didn't have it, and I should have had it here. I should have had it there, because life, the stories I was told about the structure of family says it should be here. It should be in my siblings. It should be in my mom. It should be in my dad, my uncle, my cousin. But I didn't have it there. You see what I'm saying? I was being to support the others this whole time, and feeling like good whenever somebody accepted my support as support and valued it. But I didn't recognize the reason why I felt good was because I needed it. And some shit, like, it was some psychological stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Some, like, emotional. So I was just wondering, because I heard you mention, you know what I'm saying, like, being a great person this whole time, having, like, these revolutionary ideas, you know, these things that didn't exist quite yet, they existed in your mind, and you would share it with your sibling, and she'd be like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
It don't matter who in the house.
You know what I'm saying? So
I just said my sister because she's one of the smarter ones.
Did that affect you any?
Yeah.
Or you feel like
it affected me in the sense of, like, when I actually get the support, I don't trust it. It's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Because I don't believe that it's gonna stay. You know what I mean? And I also created my own ecosystem. Like, I see things that are not there. I create another person of myself, like another personality that is that for me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so all this searching for other people, no, man. Like, and I created my other support, like, through me. I have my daughter, and she's my twin, like, for real, my twin. So, yeah, that's the support. Like, I created a system to where I value myself. I look out for myself. It's only me in this circle. Everybody else can come, as long as you're on point. You know, everybody else can contribute to everything. But when it comes down to me needing, yes, I needed it. Yes, I wanted it. Yes, it hurt me because it wasn't there. And these people are right next to me, watching me struggle every fucking day. You know what I mean? They're like seeing me go this way to do it, that way to do it, this way, and having the tools to assist me, and just don't want to because, well, if I do that and I don't have what you have, you're gonna just leave me behind. You get what I'm saying? Like, I always had people ahead of me that had the tools to get me where I needed to go, that wouldn't give me those tools. I'd figure it out myself, and then they want to jump on and ride with me. And I'm like, you were there the whole time. You watched me struggle. You got the tools, and I had to do it barehanded. And now you want a piece? And I was so, like, family, and, like, I brush it aside. I would still give you a piece. I still, you know what I mean?
I see you, bro. This may not apply to you. I'm just speaking from my own experience, right? But me and you are a lot of, like, even from the thing that you just said about creating your own person, the individual. Like I talk to myself and all
on my own hype system.
Yeah,
for real.
All of that, bro. I just want to say this right here too, right? As you continue to grow, as life continues to, be life for you and everything, bro. Life may put people in your life that really see you.
I'm ready.
And want to validate you, and you're gonna have to, like, be able to, like, accept it, bro. You see what I'm saying? Accept the external push, accept the help. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes it can feel uncomfortable. You can get the help, get the support, and people start pushing you because they actually do believe in you. You see what I'm saying? And you gotta be comfortable with it, bro.
For me, if you know
can't
me,
stop answering the phone. You can't get busy.
Well, I'm saying, if you know me and you start suggesting things for me.
Wait, are you talking to him or yourself here?
I was say, if you know me and you want to get to know me and you start suggesting stuff for me, know my plan. Like, know a little history about me first, because certain people, I'll cut you instantly off, because it's like, you're talking to me like I never tried it. I'm the last person to ask for help. So if I ask you for help, I actually need it, and it's specific.
You're past the point of needing it if you're asking for it.
I'm beyond.
Relatable.
What is that where you say you got to humble yourself and all? I don't have that. It's just like whenever I reached out or whatever, and they knew I needed it, and they could help me or assist me at that point, and they just didn't on purpose.
Motherfucker be like, I was waiting for this moment.
Yeah, like I was waiting for
you.
I've been waiting for you to beg me. I was waiting for that little chink in your armor. Like, you're always so tough. But I'm not. Like the Fifth Element. Like, I can control so much. I have so much in me, but I'm still fragile.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I
still need everybody's.
Yeah. That's a great.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he grabbed her at the end. She took care of it and saved the freaking world.
I was just watching that.
But she needed him.
Gary Oldman,
she could do
greatest
it.
actor of all time.
She could do it, or she could not do it. You get what I'm saying? I have the power to do it, but I need this from you now. I need this support. Can you show me that?
Go ahead,
for
Kev.
Sure.
I was gonna say I wanted to go back. This is kind of a little farther back in the conversation. I've thought about like 100 things as you've been talking. This is so fucking fascinating. Soccer, martial arts, music, art, so many things. I'm like, oh yes, me too. But something that you said earlier about, well, two things about Ariel always being so authentic. Just to like back that up, like I guess I met you after you had come home from jail, and like before I knew you did any art, before any of that shit, it was just like, oh, this guy's got something real. He's like, he's like an exude, like an authenticity, which is like undeniable, and it is awesome. It does feel like just sort of how you move in the world. You have like a real presence, which is it's awesome. But then Julius, you said something about like being in like incarcerated. There's a cost to like being yourself. And there's also probably, I would say, like a larger cost to not being yourself in those settings. I wonder if you could talk about, because the show is about incarceration. Like how it was for you while you were incarcerated to like maintain that for yourself, and how it's been since coming home.
Okay. Yeah, I thank you for spinning back on that, because I definitely want to tap in on that, because like I said, being in there was a spiritual thing. Like God's asking me to be there and figure out what's going on. So I'm taking that seriously. I'm really reflecting on.
You mean what's going on with you?
Within me.
Gotcha.
Because I'm allowing certain people into my space, and I'm doing certain things that aren't really productive to my future. You get what I'm saying? So I have to take in the good and the bad. I made a mistake, whatever, or I was put in that position to reevaluate what's going on with me. So being authentic, I knew I wasn't gonna go in there and try to be tough. I can defend myself. So if you don't like that I laugh, do something about it. That's my mentality. Like, you guys are all tough, you guys are all doing this or whatever, you guys want to fight all the time and bicker about whatever. Okay, cool. Come over and mess with my bubble. I'll show you I can do better. I can show you I can beat up everybody in this dorm. Everybody. Like, it's not even a question. You know what I'm saying? Because the way my mind works, and I don't want to hit you. I want to dismember you. I want to hurt you. I want to break you apart. So when you come and you mess with me, you got to be on that level. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to war with you. So, and you're disturbing what my purpose is here. You have me here physically. You don't have me here spiritually. They never had me there spiritually. That's why I can wake up every day and just be whatever, authentic as I want to be. I can laugh, jokes, cry, whatever I wanted to do. I did it without any regard of what the next person, like, I'm not doing things to like purposely mess with you or get in anybody else's way, but I do what I do for me, because I'm like, what got me here? Why was I doing those drugs? Why was I crying? Why can't I not face death the way other people do? Why are these feelings not there, and why are these other feelings present? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? So I knew that I physically won't be harmed, in a sense, because I just know what I can do. So that allows me the space to just be me. I can just laugh, joke. I don't have to conform or fall in line with anybody. I don't have to go with the flow with anything that's going on, because what are you going to do about it? You're gonna put your hands on me? It's a mistake. You're gonna find that out. When you get out the infirmary, you're gonna be like, hey, I'm never. And then everybody else is like, damn, you know, he was.
What
quiet.
about any kind of like backlash from like the officers? Because it was plenty of times where
Hella backlash.
it was plenty of times where I would see you doing things, right?
Remember I made the shoes?
Exactly, bro. It was like so much stuff that you did that could have got you in trouble with the officers,
made
bro.
shoes?
I made Crocs.
Like a fucking cobbler in there.
I play basketball. They got we're people's
He
feet
hella
are being
creative,
torn.
bro.
Oh yeah.
People's feet are
made
being
some props.
torn up. I'm seeing people's toes ripped open and all that. I'm like, and one of my first days
Started a crock business. Yep.
pretty much. One of my first days, I slid going for the ball and tore my toes up. I'm like, nah. So I ended up splicing two slant sandals together, literally made Crocs, and used the liner of the underwear to have some elastic so you can bend your leg.
Amazing.
And jump. And I gave it to the best basketball player when I left the dorm. I was like, whoever, y'all got to play for him. And they played for him, for real, and they do want him. But, I got in trouble for that. But I know the rules. I know how to bend the rules. Like, I'm a nerd to an extent. Like, I'm going to research as far as I need to research to break the rules. So, like, I'm not learning this to do it right. I'm learning it to see where I can fit in these where's the loopholes? Like that's how my mind works.
For stuff
sometimes.
that's unreasonable.
Right.
Right.
So,
this is unreasonable, so I'm going to push it.
So I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna push it as far as I can possibly push it. And then it's like, you guys, you see how silly this rule is that you guys have? Like, come on now. So I'm gonna make them think about why they're pressing on us like that for these silly things. So I just take it a different approach. So I've always grown up with gangsters, man. I'm talking about the toughest of the tough, but I've seen them do soft shit. Like, you're just tough when we're around. You're not transparent. You're not like tough over there when nobody's looking. I'm tough, period. I just don't show it. I like to be fun. Because if I get in my serious mode, nobody's gonna be around me. It's hard. Trust me. Like you can't laugh around me. Like when I get in a certain mood, I'm really that guy. I'm scarier than a lot of guys that try to be scary.
What was the biggest differences for you, like before you went in versus when you got out? What changed?
My circle, all that fake people around that I was feeding a lot of my energy to people trying to be.
Did anything change with you though? I mean, as far as inside of you, mentally, like your perception on this area, that area.
I think I just got a more understanding of me, and being in that situation and being able to move how I was moving in there. If I had a fear for something, it's not there anymore. Can I follow that question up a little bit? This, like, what changed going in to coming out? You touched on why can't I handle death the way other people handle it, and that really resonates with me. Yeah. And I think I was searching my first time in prison. I was like, I got to get my mind right. I got to go to therapy. I even came home and got a therapist, and took medication. Imploded, went back to prison again. And I realized the second go around, really my lesson was about, like, I couldn't handle, I've been through very serious death, and I couldn't handle death the way other people did. I couldn't handle breakups, loss. I just didn't have the emotional self-regulation that I needed. And I'm wondering if you have found that, or if you're still searching for that, or if you've learned any emotional self-regulation.
By not reacting, is that self-regulation? Like,
yeah.
I just like
responding, overreacting.
I've had people murdered in front of me, blood on me, that, and it's just like, dang, And then, like, when I heard about my brother, it pissed me off. But what made me okay with it is because the person I put in his life when I moved, I was like, you need to stick around my brother. He got shot too. He didn't die, but he got shot too. So that made me okay with that. I don't cry. I try. Like, if there's an actual situation going on, not a tear, I focus. You know what I mean? I try to find solutions. It's like where my mind goes. I don't see it the same way. But if I'm watching, like, Underdog on a singing show and they actually get the applause, I'm teared. I can't. I don't know. So I don't like watching that type of stuff. I'll cry right in front of you.
I do that too. I'll watch something that's like joyful or touching, and I'll start, like, crying, and then all the things that I was holding back, all the other tears, now have, like, permission to come.
Yeah.
So
it's
like
it's like I opened the door through some, like, some lovely shit.
Father-son moments in movies. Oh my God!
You've seen those shows, and the people come out and they're like disrespecting them based on how they look. Simon, you don't look like you can sing. Look at your haircut and blah, 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 and then be like, okay, and then they start singing. And you're like, what the? Oh my God! Like, that moment to where it's like they just sat there like, I know what I can do. Let me do it.
Yeah.
Do you resonate with that?
I resonate with the underdog.
The underdog. The person I believed in, the person talents get
they believe in themselves.
They believe the person who everybody else doesn't, though. You see what I'm saying? They're judging them from the external appearance
without even giving no opportunity.
They have that moment, and it touches you when you see it.
I relate to that.
Okay.
I've been judged, and I've been put in positions based on where I came from, who I know, who I'm related to, whatever. I've been put in certain positions without even being able to express myself or show you who I am. I've already been.
Outside
are this.
Like, I listen to you, bro. Outside looking in, right? It's like I listen to you, I watch you, I observe you, ever since that first moment, it was like before we connected, I had no choice but to observe you and see you because you're doing all of this outlandish ass shit in the county jail. So I couldn't help but see you. And then once I connected with you, I was like, okay, so it's a lot of layers to this dude. You see what I'm saying? And then once I understood the relationship that you had with your family, specifically your mom, when you told me about some of that stuff, bro, it's like I got it. I'm like, okay, I get it. And it's like, sometimes I feel like I have an understanding of you that you haven't arrived at about yourself yet, especially like these like emotional things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like I understand it, bro. It's like, and I want to be like this guide in your life that gets you to like stop looking outward and look inward, but look at the right things on the inside. You see what I'm saying? And then look at yourself inwardly through a different perception. And I think that it's some healing, growth, and like forward propelling momentum for you once you can like just look at the circumstances of your own life story in a different context.
I think I'm in that space right now.
I think it's like some real it's a lot of gold there for you, bro. Like, for real.
I want to know, do you have any fish out of water heroes? Like my sports heroes growing up were all fish out of water, like Joakim Noah, Muhammad Ali, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, these people that like were the best at their profession, but they were also super fucking weird and didn't fit in with like sports jock culture, you know? Do you have any fish out of water heroes, artists?
I like Weird Al.
That's a good one. Yeah. That's super underrated.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, he was that fun.
That was my guy.
Yeah. One of my heroes growing up. Yeah. Yeah. I thought we were going to get a good answer with that question.
I am shocked.
They called me Mimic for a long time because I can mimic whoever based off of him.
Yeah.
And then also
awesome.
Pee Wee Herman.
I
follow
another.
Pee Wee
You're
Herman.
naming all my heroes right now.
Beavis and Butthead. I watched Dennis the Menace, obviously.
Yeah.
I was the type that I would act out. I would do the stuff that the cartoons are doing, make pipe bombs and blow up the neighbor's car. And I'm doing that kind of stuff, like because I'm so curious. You know, I'm taking they whistle and they don't pop. They pop. You take them apart. You put them in one of these. It blows up. So
before we get out of here, can we talk about your journey home and what that's been like? Have there been any barriers that were not there before that are there now? Limitations? Any triumphs, challenges?
I think the same barriers were there. I just didn't have sight of them.
Yeah.
Like maybe I had a blind eye to them. Like I knew it was there. I had a sense that these barriers are there through my family members and stuff. But once I was in a circumstance where I actually needed them, they didn't show up. And then I'm like, hey, can you see what I'm going through? Can you show up for me? I don't feel like it. I don't want to. It's not. You're a grown man. You got yourself in to get it out. It's like,
yeah. I went through that with my dad. I never asked him for anything, and then when I needed him, and I could see it. Once I got in trouble, I was like, "Oh, this has always been there. You really haven't ever shown up." Yeah, I get that.
Never showed up. It's always me bridging that gap and having that grace for everybody else. And I'm like, dang, I don't have any for myself. Like for real. Like these people just want to see me fail. They just want to see me fall one time. I'm talking about how happy they were to get a jail phone call. It blew my mind. I was like, you can't be this excited. Like, and on top of that, they took my money. Spent it up, and I could have had a lawyer or whatever. They spent it up. So the only reason I left jail, I didn't have to be there. Just say that. I did not have to be there. I could have made up a name. I could have whatever, and I walked out because I honestly don't know anybody. It's circumstances that came about that I thought, all right, now you got what you wanted. I messed up. I made a mistake finally. Your heroes, now, and I'm humbly coming to you and say I made this mistake. I need to rebuild. I'm sorry, whatever. Let's move from here. And they're like, no, look, we're gonna keep kicking you.
Has it been harder to build though?
Because it would be yes if I relied on the people that I thought I needed around me. Yes, it'd be extremely hard to build. Thinking that they're going to show up. Finding out that they didn't when I came out with that intention, like, all right, I need a team, I need a group, I need y'all, whatever. Not in the sense of like rebuilding me, but this is my plan. And if you can assist me on the way, I will never get back to where I was just at. I'll be better, and I'll be better for all of us. Just help me on the way. I don't know exactly which way I need to go, but this is what my plan is. Can y'all assist on the way? And they were like, nah, fuck you. So, okay, cool. That right there, that moment of like, you'll rather watch me struggle than just, you know what I mean? Just because of the type of person I am. And you think that me having light on me takes the light from you is a problem. So you can have the light. Let me stay in the dark. Let me figure it out. Let me just stop bothering. Don't get in my way. If you're not going to help, just don't get in my way. They were getting in my way and not helping.
Yeah, that's tough.
And I'm still building.
Yeah, that's tough.
Got my clothing line.
Yeah.
I'm a DJ out of freaking nowhere. I'm just telling them.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I never
Yeah,
used the
facts.
equipment before.
Yeah,
Give me a
facts.
half hour. I'm putting people's names on the karaoke and setting it up. I'm all of it done. Like he came and showed, bro.
Yeah.
And got a crowd. Like a
DJ.
consistent crowd out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah, you're pretty good. I would have saw him do
Just-
the
They were like, "Can you do it?" Sure, I'll try.
Yeah.
You know.
Save some fucking talent for the rest of us. God damn.
But I did it. I did it because of the fact that I didn't fit in. So you guys skate. I learned how to skate. I still skate to this day. And I got so good at stealing bikes. I could bar spin. I could carry 2 bikes and ride a bike with no hands. I could do all kinds of ride backwards. I could do all this stuff from stealing bikes because they took my bike.
I got a question for
So
you. Right? What's next for Ariel?
what isn't?
That's got to be the end of the show, right? I mean, what an answer. Yes. No one will ever
Prosperity.
answer that question better. What isn't?
Facts.
Dude, I feel like this could be like a 6-part series with Ariel. There's so much to explore here. Yeah.
Let's break it down. I got a lot.
Facts.
And I'm always ready anytime.
Let me ask you, can people go find your art, music, anything you create, plug away?
That will be coming soon. We'll revamp my Instagram and everything, change the name. I have Millionaire Mindset is my clothing brand. I'm going to be doing the October
the block party.
party,
Yep.
and then I'm going to debut it there.
Nice.
So that'll be one thing. My art itself, it could still be under Millionaire Mindset. It's kind of a wide brand. It's clothes, art, and like the mixture of all that.
And you can always put your art up on our website.
just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that.
There's a button where you can be a
plenty.
creator.
I have plenty. Right now, if you're on my Instagram, it's Mr. Menace. You come to my karaoke, it's Menace to Karaoke at Monaghan's, Friday, Saturday, Monday. Like I said, man, the sky's the limit. I'm raising this little girl over here. She's an excellent person. The better I can be, the better I can be for her. So everything's coming my way positively.
Thank you so much for joining us, man.
Thank you.
I feel lucky that we got to get to know you today. That's the show, Uncarcerated. Check us out. Follow us at Uncarcerated Pod everywhere, Apple, Spotify. Coming up next for Julius and I, our film premiere July 23rd in LA, and
Let's
then
go.
we come back and it's looking like September 18th at Heartwood, going to be the Gainesville premiere, and then shortly after that, the block party at Community Spring.
Block party.
I'm in that movie too.
Facts.
Just a little piece,
right.
but I'm in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
that's
yeah.
right.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Okay.
All right.
Heck yeah.
They told me not to smoke drugs, but I wouldn't listen. Never thought I'd get caught and wind up in prison. Chalk it up to youth, but young age I ain't dissing. I guess I just had to get it out of my system, out of my system, out of my system.